there we go. Hi, Sasha. That's nice. I was getting a bit worried, thinking nobody was coming on. I was like, oh dear. So this week is from the 15th to the 18th of June is actually Loneliness Awareness Week. So that's something that we're going to be talking about this morning, about loneliness, and also to look at, support people that are around that can support you, and also phone lines and things like that. So we will be talking about that. So I'm just going to click on that. Okay. It's a bit quiet this morning, isn't it? I don't want to start talking too much. While we're just waiting for people to join in, I suppose. Also, you can leave any comments that you would like in the box, or if you've got any questions, but obviously please don't leave anything personal in the comment box, because obviously everybody can see it. You can private message the Talking Cafe page, and a village agent can get back to you. So let's just talk about the village agents for the minute. So my name's Tracey. I'm a community agent in West Somerset. I cover the whole of West Somerset, working alongside adult social care. Jane Lillis is the village agent for Exford and for Dulverton. Izzy Sylvester is the village agent for the Quantock area. Then we've got Ellie Bishop and Mark Shields, and they cover the Minehead area. So hi, we've been joined by Jay Brooks. Hi, Jay. So Jay is a student social worker in the Bridgewater Mental Health Social Care team. And myself and my consultant social worker Nikki are available if you need us. So that's really nice that they've joined us today. So they are part of the mental health social care team. So if you've got any questions about your mental health, then they'll be here to help. So it's really nice that they could join us. So just want to talk about some statistics. Would you believe that 1.4 million lonely older people are in the UK? And also, since we've been in lockdown, 24 million people have suffered with anxiety. Now that's quite shocking figures, really, to think about that, isn't it? So I've just got some bits on my phone that we can talk about. Just find the first one. So how does loneliness affect our mental health? Many of us feel lonely from time to time, and these short-term feelings shouldn't harm our mental health. However, the longer the pandemic goes on for, the more these feelings are going to become more long-term. Long-term loneliness is associated with an increased risk of certain mental health problems, including depression, anxiety, and increased stress. The impact of long-term loneliness on mental health can be very hard to manage. Wow. How lonely are the UK adults feeling? According to a survey of UK adults which took place during lockdown, the 2nd and 3rd of April, 1 in 4 people, so that was 24%, say they had feelings of loneliness in the previous 2 weeks. When the same question was asked shortly before lockdown, just 1 in 10 people, just 1 in 10 people said they had these feelings in a matter of weeks. Social distancing left millions more people in the UK feeling isolated. That's really hard, isn't it? If you imagine that you've had to self-isolate, it's obviously increased the fact that you're even more lonely than what you would have been previously. So that's a lot to deal with, isn't it? And we're not talking, lockdown wasn't just for a couple of weeks, we were talking months. So that's really hard. Also got symptoms here of maybe if you have a low mood. So you may be feeling sad, you may feel anxious or panicky, you may feel more tired than usual, you may be angry or frustrated, or a low mood often gets better after a few days or even weeks. If you have a low mood that lasts 2 weeks or more, it could be a sign of depression. Other symptoms of depression may include not getting any enjoyment out of life, feeling hopeless, not being able to concentrate on everyday things, and having suicidal thoughts or thoughts about harming yourself. And this is obviously when, you know, people need to make sure that they get the right support when needed. So just going to talk about some phone lines that I've got here. Okay, so this particular one is Anxiety UK. Okay, my lovely drawing. I just thought I'd put these numbers up there so people can sort of take note of them. You know, if you feel that you need to ring this number, then these people are there at the end of the phone for you. This is a different one. We talk about mental health, and it's been proven, obviously, when I watched This Morning with Holly and Phil, and about men don't particularly like to talk, whereas women seem quite happy to talk and open up their feelings. So this one I found yesterday is called Calm. So it's a campaign against living miserably for men aged 15 to 35. So this is their support group that they have, and a phone number that you can ring if you are a man in those categories and you feel you want to talk to somebody. There's another one here that I have for men, which is a men's health forum, and it's info support by text, chat or email. So obviously, you know, if you don't want to chat on the phone, but you might want to do it by text or email. So this is the men's health email. That's their website, if you felt you wanted to go on there. We're very quiet today in the comments, aren't we? Is anybody joining us? I'm a bit worried. This is another one. This is called Refuge, and it's advice on dealing with domestic violence. Obviously, during lockdown, you know, if you've been living with someone that obviously is maybe a perpetrator, then it could be more difficult. And obviously, maybe children are being subjected to this as well. So this is Refuge, and this is their telephone number so that you can ring them. Okay. Oh, that's why I'm not scrolling down. So, Sasha, my family is currently working with the social care team to try and find my grandmother a suitable nursing home. Turns out it's a lot harder than we thought. Loneliness was a huge problem for my grandmother because we all live so far away. Yes, that is. It's really hard, isn't it? Oh, thanks, Sasha. Yes, I felt, you know, we needed to talk about it from the men's perspective. You know, I do think, you know, it's because I didn't scroll down. I didn't know people were there. Oh, Tony, you like my t-shirt? Shall I show you the full lot of my t-shirt? There we go. Bought it online, and that was my money that I put towards the NHS. So we've also got another helpline here called Mindline. So Mind is actually in Minehead, obviously, and normally they would have support groups and things like that. So with that not going on, it can be very difficult. This is a really good support line. It's open 24 hours a day, 7 days a week, which, you know, is brilliant. So this is Mindline, information and support 24 hours a day. So somebody will be there just for you to pick up the phone. We had somebody the other week that we were worried about, and I phoned them and I spoke to them, and they were suffering. They've got young children, and she was really struggling, and she just wanted to have somebody to talk to. So I signposted her to Mindline. She rang me a week later and said it had been brilliant. She'd spoken quite a few times during that week, and she was feeling a lot better about herself now. So that was really good. And then we have us, the Community Council in Somerset. So we are here. So, you know, we've got the village agents, we've got the community agents, we've got the carers agents. You know, you've got to remember there will be a lot of people that have been in lockdown that have obviously been caring for their spouse or maybe their children, you know, or it could be the child that's the young carer. So I'm just reading a lovely message from Sasha. East Kent Mind has a good recovery college online that has free ongoing courses to attend. I'm guessing Minehead might have the same. Well, that's a good point, Sasha. We'll need to look into that. So yes, that would be good if they had some ongoing courses for people to attend online. Yeah, I think a lot of people have realised, a lot of people were moaning about the fact of social media and things, but I think Zoom meetings and things like that, it's, you know, it's been difficult to get used to it to start off with. I think we've worked it out now. We know what we're doing. We can do team meetings, and I think things like this, doing the Talking Cafe live, I just think this is brilliant. It's bringing people together. You know, everybody sort of talked about you know, Facebook and how quite negative views on it sometimes, but actually I think these Talking Cafes, with the amount of people that we see that are viewing it, and the regular people that come on every week, which has been really good. It's just really nice to see you all. So yeah, it's been really good. I've also got here, I ordered some of these when I was a mental health village agent for a short time. There was quite a few people that were struggling with doing mindfulness on their phones and trying to sort of do it. So I found this book called the Mindfulness Companion, and it's a creative journal to bring calm to you during the day. So I bought some of these. I did use it with one client who thought it was brilliant, and it's all about colouring. So each page has something different. So I'm just going to read this one out. So this part here is colour with kindness. So you can see all the lovely colouring that you can do here, which I find when I do colouring, it takes my mind off things. So I find I'm concentrating on the colours and actually what I want to colour, that I find my mind just drifts off to somewhere else. So this is what it just says here: colour with kindness. Repeat these words to yourself and see if you can truly mean them. Okay, so I'm just going to scroll up a minute. So, in this moment, I am good enough. In this moment, I am lovable. In this moment, I care for myself. And I just think that's something really nice if we could just have something to say to ourselves in the morning. So, in this moment, I am good enough. So, good enough, yes. In this moment, I am lovable. Yes, I want to give love to people. I want people to love me. And in this moment, I care for myself. And that's when we need to make sure that we do that. We need to make sure that we look after ourselves. You know, we've got to be kind to each other, but also be kind to ourselves about how we're feeling. And if things get too much, you know, you've got to always remember that there's somebody there that can talk to you. I'm just going to do a little tribute now to a very special lady called Erin, who tragically took her own life on May the 27th. She was a local lady. She lived in Willerton, which is literally just down the road from me. So we have had permission from Steve, her husband, just to pay a quick tribute to her. There is now a Just Giving page which people can donate to, and that will help towards funeral costs and also to the charities that Steve will choose if there's any left over. I'm just reading some of the comments. Let's just go back. So Tony, that's good. So there is another book that Tony says that is very similar, and it's called The Book of Gratitude. So when you're having a difficult time, open a page up, drop some positive thoughts and colour the pictures. It's a fab book. Just to say, I bought this from Amazon, and it says on the back it should be £9.99. It wasn't. I think I paid £3.50. It was an absolute bargain. So go on Amazon. You can't beat it. Just put in mindfulness and it will bring up numerous books. So Sarah's just saying, Somerset Library Services also have a range of online books for mental health. These are free and it's free to join the library, which you can also do online. That's fine. So yeah, so if you haven't joined your library, that's a good point actually. You know, you're probably maybe still stuck at home, so you obviously be able to go online. Sarah, would you be able to put a link up there of how we get on? So do we just put our local library in? Like say, do I put Willerton Library? I am a member of Willerton Library, I will say. Tony's just saying Amazon is great for these kind of books. Yes, they are, Tony, they are brilliant. So let's just see if I can find another bit of mindfulness. Oh, I like this one. So this is called Freedom to Be. Okay, can you see that? I'll just read this out. In this time, in this space, you are invited to mindfully be. There is no pressure on you here, and there are no expectations. There is no right and no wrong way to colour the pattern before you. You can choose which colours you use. You can choose how long to colour for. You can decide how you colour, and you can set your own pace. Inhabit each moment as it unfolds, and allow your mind the freedom to simply be. Become absorbed and immersed in your own experience of colouring. So there you go. As you can see, I've done a lot of colouring. No, only because I only found it yesterday on the top of my wardrobe, which now I am going to use it. So Hannah very kindly has put on this book, so you can see it's in the comments. So it's there on Amazon, it will be available, and you probably, if you place your order today, you'd receive it within the next couple of days, I reckon. And Sasha says the works also stock some good mindfulness and self-care books. And Tony says Fern Cotton has done some great mental health books. The one I have is called Happy. Yes, and Fern Cotton has been very honest actually, that she has struggled with her mental health. And I think for somebody that's in the public eye, that must be really difficult. I know she's come off some shows and things and you know, sort of like she's realised that she needs to take care of herself, and I think that's really important that she, you know, that she's done that and is looking after herself, because at the end of the day, if we don't look after ourselves, nobody else will. So also, there is a trust, which I presume is a charity, which I only found out about this morning, called the Marmalade Trust. Now, that's to do with loneliness, and they normally hold events all over the country. But obviously, they can't hold events all over the country. So if any of you do Instagram, you can join them on #Let'sTalkLoneliness. So if you do Instagram, which I'm not very good on Instagram, I have to admit, you can join that, and there's lots of things on there that can help you and see what's going on. So does anybody, you know, at this point in time, if you want to comment, you can. If you feel you don't want to, it's fine. Have you ever felt lonely? I have during lockdown. I've really missed working with my team in West Somerset. We've been so busy normally that we would just meet up occasionally for team meetings and for lunch, and just being able to be together to share experiences. I found that really tough, but then our line manager, Christy, sorted it all out, and now we have team meetings twice a week. It's just really nice to see each other's faces, literally on the screen. We have such a laugh, you know, we have our up and down moments, we talk about how our week's been. Feels like therapy. and actually it's been really good to have it. I look forward to it. But yeah, it's been really good. So yeah, Hannah's just put on there. So that's the marmaladetrust.org. And like I say, this week is actually Loneliness Awareness Week. Oh, Hannah's been brilliant. Thank you, Hannah, for that. She's put on there somerset.gov.uk libraries. So that shows you how you can join your local library and be able to get things online, which would be really good. Hi, Kim. Nice to see you. Hey. Well, not physically see you, but there you go. So Kim says she does pixel art on her tablet and also cross stitch. You can print your pictures as well. This helps with my down moods. That's a really good thing, actually, isn't it? My daughter's been furloughed at the moment, and I said to her, I said, you need to find something to do, a new craft or something. She laughed when I said cross stitch or, knitting, crochet. So things, anything like that. It's just really good, to sort of do something positive, I think, to just sort of try and lighten your mood, maybe. I find music helps me. Since lockdown, I can't get off to sleep at night. I just can't switch off. So I have to put my headphones in. I listen to some nice music, maybe do a little bit of mindfulness, and I find it just sort of relaxes me a little bit, so then I can take them out and I think, right, I'm actually ready now to go to sleep. So Jay's just put on there that she's on YouTube. There is amazing mindfulness guides and videos. So that was what we were talking about. I've been doing this, obviously the colouring side of it. I like something physical. I have done mindfulness, like I say, with my headphones. But there you go. That's a good idea, to go onto YouTube and just put in the search bar mindfulness, and then they'll bring it up and you can watch videos as well. So Sasha's just saying that my friends and family have set up similar weekly Zoom meetups to keep in touch, which has really helped. I'm so grateful for technology through this lockdown. I completely agree with you, Sasha. Like I say, everybody used to say, I hate technology, but actually without this, we wouldn't have been able to have been in contact with so many people. I think it's great. My neighbour across the road, I don't know if it's a Friday or a Saturday night, they do their meeting, they have their Zoom meeting, obviously going online, but they get all dressed up each week and they do a quiz, they do a family quiz, and I think it's amazing, and they post it all on Instagram, and I'm just laughing at them. I'm laughing with them, not at them, but I just think it's so lovely that, you can just make something so positive. I really do feel for these people that have made these bubbles. How do you choose to be that one person to go and visit that one grandchild? I'm glad I don't have to make that decision. I haven't got a bubble. Nothing's changed for me. We're still literally in lockdown till the end of the month. Brilliant. So has anybody else got any questions or any comments that they'd like to put in? It's nice that some people have shared, how they're feeling, and at this time it's been really difficult, hasn't it? Feeling lonely and isolated. And it's not just the elderly generations. You can have, like I say, a man in his 50s who's had to take early retirement or is on long-term sick. He may be on his own. So it's so Chrissy's just letting me know. So if anyone is struggling to get access to the internet, then please contact us. This is our phone number and our email. Okay, so there's our phone number and our email, and we will be able to help you. So hi Mel, nice to see you. So she's saying family game nights help stop overthinking of an evening. You're right there, actually. Lovely quality time with the kids too, taking long walks in our beautiful countryside. That's really true. I'm just going to have a drink of water. I've got a tickly throat today for some reason. Yes, I have to admit, on We Love Watching, We had on a Friday night, we had like a weekly quiz night, and unfortunately Ben can't do it anymore. But I do miss that, so it would be nice to try and find something else really to do. I'm not good at baking. They've got a lovely wheel of watch it if you want to do baking and meals, and no, that's not me at all. So it's nice to see everybody today anyway. So I think I'll be signing off in a minute, unless anybody else has got anything that they'd like answered, or shall I just go through these? I'll go through these numbers again, I think, just before we go, just in case anybody wants to. Oh, that's a good point, Sasha, actually. Yes, so Sasha's just said she started learning to sew by making face marks. They're wonky, but they'll do. I've also started trying to grow my own veggies, which has helped with stress levels. I've started trying to make my own bread, which has been interesting, but all these are great for mindfulness. Yes, I have to admit, I've got a lot of flowers in my garden this year. I've got lots of tubs, lots of hanging baskets, so that's the way that I've used that literally to help with my stress. So we'll just go through these numbers one more time before we say ta-ta. So, okay, so Anxiety UK telephone number 03444 775 774. Okay, you've got our number, so I've just put that one up again. The Mindline, okay, remember this is 24 hours a day, 01823 276 892. Okay. Refuge, so advice on dealing with domestic violence, 0800 2000 247. And for the men, this is the Men's Health Forum, info support by text, chat or email. This is their website. You can go on there, and that's support for the men in our life. This is another one called Calm, which I've never heard of this before, and it's a campaign against living miserably for men aged 15 to 35. There's the number, 0800 58 58 58. Oh, Kim, you're going to make me cry. She's put, don't go, Tracey, we love you. I miss you, Kim. I miss you a lot. So it's been nice when I've seen you walking my dogs up the road and we just happened to be out there. So I'll be back. I'm not going anywhere. So, yeah. So it's been nice to see everybody. And thank you for all your lovely comments. And I'll be back again sometime in July. So for now, everybody, take care of yourself. Look after yourself. Be kind to yourself. All right? It's been nice to see you all. Take care.